Eric, cheers.
Cheers.
Welcome
to you
to the show. I'm really happy that you're here.
Thank you.
Eric Marshall. Okay, also, I don't just have champagne dates with anyone, but it felt appropriate for you and
It's
me.
on a pink couch. It's a pink color.
I know,
I wore all black.
which is such a vibe with pink.
Absolutely.
That's honestly, pink and black are my favorite colors.
Here for it.
I'm here for it. Okay, but this is so funny because when you and I first met, it's funny. We were at the salon.
Mhm.
So we were at your salon, Eric
Mhm.
Marshall Salon
Yes.
in Belmead. For anyone who's I get a lot of Bob questions
Do you?
because the
Your
Bob is bobbing. Leslie Bibb, call me. We can be in the Bob army together. Yeah, the Bob is bobbing.
Yeah.
And Veronica, let's just have a moment for Veronica. I'll just have a little drink from a
I'll
Veronica
sip
girlie.
to that.
Mhm.
She's fantastic.
She's amazing. And so, my dear friend Mandy, who does all this glam, Mandy sold the salon to you.
Yes.
Mandy is the one. I texted her. I was like, Mandy, I need to know who's going to do my hair. She was like, Veronica. So I did, and she's perfect.
Yes.
It's amazing. She gets it, as I say, crisp. What
It's
would you say?
crisp.
Is that the right word?
It's crisp.
Okay, I love
Yes.
it. She just gets it.
Yeah. It suits you.
Thanks. It makes me. It's like, but Bob has his own personality.
I
know.
Zhuzh it like this.
I know, it just need a little. This is why it's just so fun.
Yes.
But I remember after, it was right after you had purchased the salon,
Mhm.
and you were in the salon, and I was in the salon, and I don't know what, but we were just instantly oh, we're friends.
Yes, I
How'd that
remember what you were
happen?
talking about too.
Oh, tell me, I don't remember.
Because if I'm not mistaken, I overheard your story with Veronica, and you were talking about being at the Four Seasons and the blow dryer blowing up at your hair. And I walked in on that. I was like, wait, who is this, first of all, and what happened?
Oh my gosh. No, you're right. I totally forgot. And that's iconic. You are so right. I was at the Four Seasons in Hampshire. And I told you it's like a faux Four Seasons. Four Seasons, if you're listening, you need to go check that place out. It's wearing your name, but not your colors. Four Seasons. I'm sorry, but that was so dramatic.
It was so random. And I was like, okay, I have to hear this whole story.
Yeah, and I haven't told this to many people. So Four Seasons, Hampshire.
Uh-huh.
Faux Four Seasons. I used the blow dryer.
Yes.
We're going to a dinner event, and I used the blow dryer, and it fried my hair. Fried it. So we're 15 minutes to showtime, ladies and gentlemen. And I'm I look like I put my finger in a light socket as a child. Yes.
Stop.
Oh, Eric, it was so bad. It was so bad. So I had these little, I wish I had them with me because I'd show you. I had these little scissors that, when I say scissors, that's a strong word for them. They become they can fold into themselves.
Okay.
And then they fold out as scissors. They're really good for your purse. That's all I had.
Oh, no.
Mm-hmm. And
What happened?
I was like, can I take it off? And I just start cutting.
No.
I've never cut my own hair.
Stop it.
Yes, I did. And my friend who is sharing my room with me, she walks in and she's like, oh my God, no. She's like, this is like eyebrows. You're not going to have any hair left. Don't do it. Don't do it. And I'm like, it has to be done. I can't go with my hair like this. It's fried. And so she's like, well, you're going to cut it yourself? And I'm like, yes. And you're going to help me. She's like, I can't. I'm not helping you. And she was dying laughing. We'd already been in the champagne getting ready, So I'm just cutting away. And I'm like, please don't let me get too short. And then the back is hard by yourself. So by the time I got back to Veronica, I messaged her and I was like, no, that's not even true. I didn't give her a warning. I thought about giving her a warning, but I didn't. I thought she'd be really freaked out. And she was like, you should have messaged me. So I get there and I'm like, so I've cut my own hair.
Whoops.
And she's like, yeah, I can tell.
Oh my God.
Because as it started growing out, it was all over the place.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh no.
So you're right. That's when we started talking. Because you were like, what are y'all talking about?
Because I was like, they need to reimburse you or give you compensation for your
1,000%
for your blow dryer event.
It fried it.
Oh,
I have never
God.
experienced anything like that. And I will stick to this idea that I've had, and we're going to get to you in a minute, but why, how there's Rent the Runway,
Yeah.
which I love.
Yeah.
I'm a Rent the Runway ambassador in case anyone needs
Are
a code.
you?
Yeah.
Yeah, you are.
You're half off your first month. Thank you for
Under
playing.
$99.
Yes, exactly. I don't have anything rented on right now,
okay.
but I usually do.
Yeah.
But no, I love Rent the Runway. And so why can't we have a rental hair dryer? I want Dyson
Yeah.
to come up with a program that when you get to a hotel.
Right.
First of all, I'm at the Four Seasons, so can't you just give me a Dyson
Absolutely.
faux Four Seasons? No. Like the Four Seasons in London has like, what's it, Harry Dave?
Josh.
Harry Josh. I was
Harry
like, Harry
Doc.
David's
Yeah.
like the candy. Harry something.
Snack time.
Yes. Give me Harry David and a Harry Josh hair dryer.
Thanks.
But they had those.
Yes.
And that's lovely. And so
Yeah.
I'm like, pick a beautiful branded hair dryer and like have it.
Or have them at the desk.
Or have them at the desk.
Like,
and this is the
hi.
thing. Let me rent it.
Yeah,
For $10
absolutely.
a day, you can
Yeah.
charge me $15
Yeah.
because it would have cost me less in the long run.
Exactly. and a less debacle situation.
Oh my gosh. Because for the rest of the week, I had to like curl my hair. There was no straightening.
Oh no.
Yeah, because it was all sorts of layers
Mm.
and not the good kind. So anyway, that's how we met.
Yes, that is how we met.
That
And
is
here we are
epic.
today.
And here we are.
And thank you.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. So like I love the salon.
Thank
It's
you.
my happy place.
I love being in the salon.
Oh, and y'all have made it such a good environment. It's just cozy, but like, what is it? How would you describe it?
I'm very minimal when it comes to things. I
Yes.
like just finding things where they are placed and easy to find. But the brand we work with, Davines, is
Love.
sustainable, and they do a lot of natural wood, and it's very clean. So
Mhm.
I mimicked that with my first salon that I moved from to the new salon, and it was very black, white, and natural wood, and just
Yeah.
like hints of color, very neutral. But I wanted to emulate that and just keep it
Yes.
going.
Well, you did. And gosh, I love Davines. Is
Thank
that how I say
you.
it? Davines?
Yes.
What's the one called Nunu?
I may have brought you a little goody.
Stop it.
That's new.
Oh my gosh. Okay, I just talked about Nunu yesterday.
I might have asked a question to somebody.
I am dying. Oh my gosh, the smell just takes me like
Yeah.
back to my happy place.
It's beautiful. It
It's
really
so
is.
clean.
Yeah.
And it's like, and it really makes your hair like so healthy.
It does.
So now that we've talked about my funny cutting my hair moment, it
Mhm.
was a real disaster. So we had to go pretty short. She was like, I can't, you're going to have to deal with some of this because if I go as short as the shortest piece, we're going for a pixie cut.
Oh,
and I was like, no,
no.
I don't have the face for that.
No.
That would have been, can you imagine? Like, no. So I started taking Nutrafol.
Okay.
Also would love an endorsement. And and then using the Davines Heart of Glass.
Heart of glass. Okay.
Yeah, because it's great for blonde, but it's
Yes.
like not harsh.
Right. And it controls the color. It doesn't change it.
It really does.
Yeah. It's a blue base instead of purple. So
It's amazing.
Yeah. I love it.
So I switched to like all Davines products.
Okay.
And this is not an endorsement. Like this is really real. This is just like you're not paying me to do this, but like thanks for the product.
You're
But
welcome.
like it worked.
Yeah.
My hair, I had like an inch of growth this time.
Really?
And Veronica was like, what is this?
I feel like you've just been so busy.
So busy. But it was really funny because I was like, no, it really does matter what you put on your head.
Yeah.
And the Nutrafol works.
I'll allow that.
Mhm. But I
I've
will
seen great results with it, by the way.
You have. It's
Yeah.
not just in my head.
No.
Pun intended. This is going to be an epic conversation.
this episode. I'm
I'm
scared.
here all day, guys. No, like I've told people about it and I'm like, here's the thing. I believe, but you're the hair expert, so you tell me if it's real. I think it's 4 pills a day.
Okay.
You have to do it every day.
Yes. I've heard people are not willing to do that, by the way.
Right. And I'm like, y'all, you can't, it's not going to work in 30 days. No, I really didn't see anything for like 3 months. And they tell you that.
Yes. Up front.
But I was like, oh, I'm going to go all in because that's how I live my life.
Yeah. Knock it out.
And knock it out. And so, yeah, like in that 3rd or 4th month, I was like, oh my gosh, my hair's growing.
Yeah.
But you've heard this from other people.
Yes. I've actually seen it in my chair.
It's real then.
When your hair goes through a little bit of trauma, say you had something stressful today, it's probably not going to affect you until 3 or 4 months from now because of how your hair just regenerates. So say it's like June, July, you're like, oh my gosh, my hair's starting to feel a little thinner.
Yeah.
I ask questions, hey, what's been going on? Because I've noticed too that why is your hair seeming a little less?
Yeah.
So I have seen clients, they've taken the Nutrafol, but some just don't want to go the pill route. They'd rather do a
Mhm.
topical.
Yeah.
But
Which they do have.
Yes. But also the topical has to be done every day too. So if you're not washing your hair every day, it's like you have to follow the instructions. You really
You have
do.
to. And it's like, there's no miracle. Like
No.
it's time, effort.
Right.
They do send you like the oil stuff.
Yeah.
And I I haven't figured that out. I won't say it's like their fault. It's my fault that I overdo it. Like I do
Right.
most things in my
Whoops.
life. And I'm like, oh, so this is not real pretty. This is great on a day that you're not going anywhere
Right.
because you're like, I'm oily.
Yeah.
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 But I think it works. So, okay. So like you bought the salon, you moved your salon into it. You already had a salon in Nashville.
Yes. So I had a salon for right at 4 years, 1 block from the current location.
No way. I didn't know it was that close.
Yes. It was only 3
That's
chairs.
convenient.
That made the most sense to me, to be honest with
Yeah.
you. So Mandy had the salon for sale, and I was kind of digging around. Our
Yeah.
lease was coming up, and I was like, I need some options. I know, and I'm guessing everyone knows that it's tough out there in the Nashville real estate market.
Yeah.
It is expensive.
So expensive.
So I don't mind taking a risk, but I don't want to go broke doing it.
Yeah.
This made the most sense to me because
Yeah.
it was established. It was right up the street, and I could just move from one location to the other without
Yeah.
inconveniencing most clients.
Which I know that's such a huge thing.
Yeah.
Because it like at one point in my life, my stylist moved from, this part of Nashville to this part of Nashville. It was quite a drive.
Yes.
And I was like, I love you so much, but I don't know if we're doing this. I did. Because I'm
The
loyal
things we
like
do.
that. I know. And also like she moved to Knoxville. Mandy also set me up with her.
Okay.
It's always back to Mandy with my hair. But yeah, it was like once she moved to Knoxville, I was like, well, I don't know what to do. So, but we're back in the
We're
beautiful
back.
Eric Marshall Salon,
Yes.
where my House Hunters International was filmed.
I saw that.
Hilarious. So it's just like happy place.
Yeah.
And yeah. So, but here's what I want to know. I mean, I have a lot. So many questions.
I'm terrified.
I'm excited. It's your first podcast.
It is my first podcast.
This is so exciting.
I'm excited too.
I mean, I'm still like a baby podcaster. I'm
Are
still
you?
learning.
I love it.
This is my 3rd season.
Okay,
though.
perfect.
So we're in it now.
Yeah.
We're in it. But like, did you always know you wanted to do hair?
So that is a funny question because I feel like people say that they do, but I
Yeah.
honestly did. I originally, at an early age, wanted to be a fashion designer.
I see this.
But when you can't draw, you're like, well, I can draw a stick figure and I know what everything looks like. But if you can't draw, you get a little
Yeah.
discouraged. So what's the next best thing?
Uh-huh.
Fashion and hair go hand in hand. And I was like, well, you can do hair at fashion shows.
Oh my gosh, yes.
Backstage. What about hair? So I'm 40, so I grew up in the 90s, and all my girlfriends had 90s fashion. Clueless was a big thing. So I was like,
Yes.
okay, I see myself kind of looking at hair differently
Mm-hmm.
through middle school. And
This is so cool.
mid 90s, like girls just had these really cool hairstyles.
Yeah, like what remind me or tell the ones who are babies and don't know, what like 'cause I'm trying to think, like what was my hair like in the 90s? What was the style?
Well, okay, so this is gonna sound not cliche, but kind of cliche. So I went to an ESL middle school. So we had all diversities go to this school.
What does ESL mean?
English as the second language.
Oh,
So it was
okay.
black, white,
Yeah.
Hispanic, everything in between. But we
Yes.
had people that didn't even speak English going to this school. And you see culture at a very early age.
I love that.
I do too, because I didn't step foot outside of Nashville, but I was getting that in this school
Mm-hmm.
based on where these people were from. And I was like, wow, I don't even know where that is. I'm learning
Yeah.
about this every day.
That is really
So
cool. And I mean, you're a Nashville native.
I am a Nashville
You are
native. It's
a unicorn.
weird to
Nashville
say the
unicorn.
older I get because everyone looks at you like, what do you mean? Like, what was
Yeah.
Nashville like? I'm like,
You're
I
like, how
don't,
much time do you have?
right. I don't know any different.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. But it is different.
No, it is.
I mean, that's a
I
whole
will,
different conversation.
it is.
Okay, so you're in middle school
Yes.
and you have all this culture, which is amazing.
Yes. And I also have a lot of girlfriends, and
Mm-hmm.
they are going to get their hair done.
Okay.
They're getting it pulled through the cap,
Oh
of
my God, I
course.
forgot about that.
Yes, because that was very 90s.
And awful.
Yeah.
Oh,
The stabbing of your forehead and it
I totally forgot about that.
headaches.
Okay, listen, wait, we're gonna have a moment here. If you're listening to this episode and you're on YouTube, run to the comments and tell us if you had your hair pulled through a cap. I want to know.
I
Or
did.
boys. I was gonna
Did
say.
you?
Oh,
I did.
yes, I did.
Freshman pictures.
Oh my gosh. Also, do you remember the ones that you could do at home?
Oh, that's what I did.
Oh, that's awful. It was horrible.
I couldn't afford to go to those hair salons.
No, we couldn't either. But I was so lucky because my babysitter, Christy Phelan.
Yeah, you
Oh, I
remember her
loved
name.
her. Yes, her name was Christy Taylor at the time, and I thought she was so cool. She was a hairstylist.
Oh, wow.
And when she started in hair school, she was also our next door neighbor. And my mom let her like dye my hair. You remember Tiffany? I think we're alone
Oh,
now.
yeah. Tiffany, yes. I was like, Tiffany Amber Thiessen.
No. The Tiffany, like,
Yes.
Cher, one
Yes,
name.
yes.
Tiffany, I think we're alone now. Her hair was that cut feathered.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
And it was like red and
Yeah.
awesome. And I wanted it so bad in like the 4th grade. And then my mom let my babysitter do it.
Are you serious?
Yeah, she was in hair school and it was awesome. It was like, like that washout color.
Yeah, of course.
I got the bug though.
Uh-huh.
I was like, please let me have my hair done all the time.
Remember Sun In?
I miss Sun In.
I don't.
You're
It
like,
never
"No,
made your
don't
hair
bring it back."
blonde. I swear it was like the
never
orange
did.
cast.
It really was, but I remember the smell.
Yes, absolutely the smell.
Oh my gosh. Like, I cannot wait for the comments of people that are like, yes,
Take
me
me
too.
back, actually.
Yeah, I know. It was
Just for like a week in
just
the
like
90s.
a simpler time.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're like pulling hair through caps.
I do not pull hair through caps,
No.
by the way. That was in middle school, high school. We do not pull hair through caps. I couldn't tell you the last time I did that.
But did you like get the kits and do it to your friends?
Oh, yeah.
No.
No.
That would've
I
been
did it to
amazing.
myself.
You
Straight from
did not.
Sally's. Didn't even
No.
know what I was doing. It's like, here's the bleach, here's the kit, put it on your head.
What did your parents think about this? They were just like, go for it and enjoy.
You know what? They just allowed it.
Because also, I don't even imagine what it would be like to tell you that not to do something. You'd be like, watch me.
I'm going to do it.
Yes.
I'm the
And they
oldest
knew.
child, yeah.
Yeah. But also, you're
Absolutely.
you're the oldest child, but also, what is your sign?
I'm a Virgo.
This is, yes, 100%.
Mhm.
Yeah. The sass.
All the
Yes.
things.
There's no telling you no.
No.
This makes so much sense now. Okay. So this is, I'm like, middle school, you're like, you got the bug.
Yes.
That you're like, this. And I think that fashion thing, by the way, I never thought of that, the drawing part of that.
Yeah.
I wonder if that's still that way. I guess.
I want to say a lot of fashion designers now have people that draw their
Yeah.
materials and ideas for them and they create them.
Yeah.
Because I was like, well, if I would have known that, I could have had
Right.
a different outcome, Yeah.
But we didn't know.
No.
These kids today,
Right.
so lucky though,
I know.
because like there are things that like my niece knows about things at 11 years old.
Right.
Like, you'll appreciate this one. She wanted Taylor Swift bangs.
Okay.
And she didn't really want to go full in on cutting the bangs yet. She did get there. But this was 10 years old. And she was like, she found a YouTube and
Are you
was like,
serious?
here's how you make it look like bangs.
Yeah.
And she was like, Sissy, can you do this? And that I'm Sissy. And I said, no, Sissy cannot. So my friend Christy, thank God, is good at that stuff. I can do like the makeup,
Right, of course.
But I was like, no, like Sissy cannot create that.
Right.
And so my friend did. And it was beautiful. But it was like, she found it on YouTube. Just like she'll be able to find like jobs that we don't even know exist.
Right, absolutely.
They're so lucky. And
Yeah.
also so cursed because they have to live on social media. But
Right. My 2 nephews, they are 6 and 8. And I remember growing up, for a video game, for example, we had to save our money to buy a magazine for
Yeah.
cheat codes. They can go on YouTube. I'm like, wait, what are you doing? They'll watch someone play the game and they just pick it up and figure it out themselves. I'm like, I
Yeah.
had to spend $20 to get one code.
get cheat codes.
Are
I
you
forgot
kidding
about
me?
that. I never did that. Like my dad, when we were little, would stay up. This was such a sacrifice. Mario Brothers.
Uh-huh.
Gosh, I love Mario Brothers. To
I would
save the
play it right
princess.
now.
Me too.
Yeah,
Me
absolutely.
too. Like honestly, I wish we had like an old school Nintendo right
I would
now.
play
We'd
it
just be
with
like, does
you.
anybody want to watch us play video games?
Bowser.
Because this is now what we're doing with our
Yes.
champagne. But my dad would like stay up at night. So we'd pause on the remote
Right.
because you get to like level 2 point whatever.
Yeah.
And then my dad would stay up all night to get us like extra lives.
No.
Yes.
Are you
And because he was really good at hacking the stuff. And so we'd have like 1,000 extra lives. This was like summer break. And so the game would just go forever. And you
Right,
could finally
absolutely.
save the
Yeah,
princess.
exactly.
So I didn't have to buy magazines for cheat codes. I knew that happened.
Right.
But my dad was just in there hacking the system.
Because when we played as kids, if you failed the level, you had to start over.
Yes.
Now they can just pause it
Yeah.
or whatever and just
Right.
keep going. I'm like,
Or-
wait, that's cheating.
I
We
know.
had to start all the way from the beginning.
Have you ever played with them? Do you play these games like on Xbox
Oh my gosh,
or
they play
whatever?
Fortnite. I don't even understand what that
I
is.
no. I same.
Not joking.
I took one look at the remote control and I was like, where's my A, B, and cross? I don't understand. This thing is like a full-on computer
Yeah.
alien ship.
Yeah.
And I was like, this was when my nephew was pretty little, and I was like, hey, bud, like, I can't. Like, I
Help
don't know
me.
how to do this. I was like, no, like,
Right.
what can I buy you?
Absolutely.
Like, I
Help me,
can't play this
please.
game.
Exactly.
It's crazy.
Yes.
I know. So then you're like going through school, you go to high school, and then did you like immediately go to hair school?
So, funny story, after middle school, I actually went to an art school. I went to
Love
Nashville
that.
School of the Arts. They
For what
didn't.
kind of arts?
So, I went for theater.
Oh my gosh.
I do love theater.
This is amazing.
Still do, but I did theater in middle school. So, I kind of thought if the hair thing didn't work out,
Yeah.
maybe theater, but also they go hand in hand again.
This is
Backstage
amazing. Do
theatrical.
they still have that school?
They do. It's moved since I've gone, but they do have that, which is it's great. It's a magnet school in Nashville.
That is
Highly
so
recommend
cool.
it. I still talk about it
Did-
20 plus years later.
Did you have any like parts or did you like do the behind the scenes kind of stuff? What'd you like?
I am naturally a worker.
Mhm.
So as soon as I was old enough to work, I always worked.
Yeah, me
But
too.
during the day for our classes, of course, I was in theater all 4 years. And then by senior year, as long as you got the base classes taken care of, you could have 4 electives
Oh, so
for your
fun.
senior year. I was like, I'm taking all theater and dance.
You got to take dance at school. I'm so
Yes,
jealous.
yes. In the early 2000s.
You were like actual like fame.
Oh my gosh.
Was it fame high school? Like,
Yeah,
oh,
that was
I'm
fun.
jealous.
Yeah.
I'm
I
like,
had a great time
this is like
there.
20 years ago and we're grown-ups, but I'm
Yeah.
like, my little self is real jealous of your little self.
Well, high school was easy for me, middle school not so much, but everyone had their own little niche.
Yeah.
So they would all hang out with theater groups or dance or anything like that, and it just made it easy to be accepted in
Yeah.
whatever niche you were in,
Yeah.
which allowed me to, be as open as I could be. Yeah.
Yeah. Middle school's hard.
Oh, the
Why,
worst.
It's the worst.
Well, you're ugly, first of all.
For starters,
Everybody.
there's that.
I bet you aren't.
Yeah,
I don't know. You bleached your
100%
hair through
was.
a cap. That might be the ugliest thing. I'm just kidding.
That was not my ugliest hair. You've seen my ugliest hair. It was not the one I cut myself. It
Oh,
was
no.
the white. Anyway, that's a different story.
Calico.
But no, yeah,
I'm
like,
kidding.
middle school was bad.
Yeah,
Like, and honestly, the school pictures were bad.
right.
The glasses, and I think I had a perm.
Oh no.
I know.
Yeah, I had these big old glasses, which I love mine now. But back then, it's whatever your parents picked out.
Yes.
And then you're smiling from ear to ear with like teeth missing.
yes, or
and
braces,
then you have
or
acne.
like, yeah.
Right. And then it was the 90s. So of course I had like that 90s,
Mm.
like middle school, like
Oh my
short
God.
Devon Sawa haircut. Yeah, exactly.
I want you to go back when we leave this podcast. Can you ask your mom for your like
I'm
5th
terrified.
grade picture?
I'm pretty sure I'm smiling from like this big and my like
Let's post
cheeks
them
are-
together.
No,
Yes.
maybe another
Yes,
year. That is
yes.
terrifying to me.
You want 6th grade?
Okay, maybe.
Okay. Audience participation moment.
Yeah.
Which would you like to see? 5th grade Eric or 6th grade?
I can bring you all of them. I still have all my yearbooks, by the way.
Oh, me too. Oh my gosh. Okay, like we are gonna share. This will
Okay.
be funny.
Also, yearbooks. Remember when you didn't like somebody, you just like marked their face out?
I know people did that, but my mother would not allow it.
Oh, I literally did it. My
You
mom
did?
did not like it, but that's how
No.
you unfriended
My
someone.
mom was like, "These were $19.95. You are
Right.
not coloring
Those
on
were
someone's
expensive
face."
back then. Yeah.
Yeah, and my sister and I had to share. So like
Oh,
some days
no.
I would take it to school for the signatures, and then sometimes she would take it.
Ah,
Yeah.
Yeah, you did.
Mm-hmm.
That's a little competition.
I know, but like awful that I know it'd be funny to look at those. But like we have mixed messages in here, but you had to like the marking of it was like a
Right.
burn book.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
Yeah, and we got to experience MySpace. I was just talking about this the other day. Like
my
top,
MySpace I think
top
still
8,
exists.
like,
Yes.
if
Do you remember anyone
someone-
in your top 8?
Oh yeah, they were all my like best friends.
Yeah.
But then it got like bigger and bigger. I was like, this is too many people. But when you put someone out of top 8,
Yeah.
you would get messaged.
Yeah.
Could you imagine the generation now? They would be mortified. They'd be like,
Yeah.
oh my God.
No, I know they wouldn't even participate. They'd
No,
be like,
they
we're out.
wouldn't.
We're out.
They're still on Snapchat.
Why did we do that?
I have no
But
idea.
you're right. That top 8. I actually, this is really funny. It's not been that long that I like went and Googled my MySpace.
Really?
I mean, I don't know. When I say not that long, everything after 2020 is like kind of weird to me.
Of course.
So I'd say it's in the last 5 to 10 years
Yeah,
that I went and was
in
like,
that range.
Google my MySpace, and it was there. The music was all crazy distorted,
Of course.
but it was there. And I was like, how does this hey, Tom,
Right, exactly.
how can I remove my
Right.
MySpace?
Also, how did we like code back then?
I
Like
don't
copy and
know.
paste our own page? Like how did we do
Yeah.
that?
And we like make little
Right.
backgrounds.
And music
Oh my
with
gosh.
sparkles.
So
Like the
epic.
champagne.
Like the champagne. Honestly, see, again, like I'd go back.
Right, absolutely.
What's the favorite year of your life? Like, not, okay, age or year, maybe both.
Favorite year. Ugh. I don't know if I know the answer to that,
Do you
to
have like
be
a
honest.
favorite age? Like, do you remember a year where you were like, this was my best, like, age?
Well, probably when I turned 21, because
Really?
you're allowed to do everything.
Did
And
you
it's
feel like
finally
that was
legal.
okay? That's interesting. Were you living in Nashville at that point?
Yes, of course I was.
Okay.
But also my friends and I, we would just randomly go out of town and be like, let's go to Atlanta this weekend. Let's go
Oh
to
my
Louisville.
gosh.
We would just go to
Yeah.
these random cities
Yeah.
just to have a change of scenery because we were legal and we could just drive.
We did do dumb stuff like
Yeah.
that.
But I mean, we did stuff like that.
Yeah. I know. My friend and I once drove, it was spring break, and we drove from Fayetteville, Arkansas
Okay.
to, well, our goal was Austin, Texas. And we had new puppies,
Okay.
and we thought we'd take our dogs. And she had a boxer, and I had a dachshund, because those go together. And it was a disaster.
Oh,
We got to
no.
San Antonio, which I think is maybe like a 10 to 12 hour drive. I can't remember for sure. But we got to San Antonio,
Right.
and we were like, this is the dumbest thing we've ever done. We're not going to be able to leave these dogs in a hotel together. And so we're clearly not going to Austin. So do you know what we did after driving? Like, I think we drove like all night. We had breakfast in San Antonio, took a nap in a hotel, and like drove home.
No, you did not. What?
I don't think my mom knows that story. She does now.
Whoops. Sometimes they don't need to know.
No. What in the heck were we doing?
Living your best life.
I'm just really thankful that my dog doesn't know how to drive.
Right.
Yeah.
And you made it back.
And we made it back.
Mhm. Yeah.
Crazy.
I've heard all kinds of stories about spring break.
Oh my gosh. I don't really have any. Do you?
Well, I know, but also, being a hairstylist, you hear everything. So
Oh, I bet you knew. Because it is like stylist / therapist. Let's be real.
100%.
Okay, so you finished school at the Nashville School of the Arts,
Yes.
which I'm really cool. That's interesting. I didn't know that existed.
Yeah. And back when I went, it was a lottery. So you had to be like picked to go there.
Yeah. Did you have to audition?
No, but now it's audition only, I still believe.
Oh.
And it's almost like a pre-college kind of admission.
Yeah.
So say if you were a dancer and you've been doing ballet for years,
Mhm.
you would have to audition, but it's based on where you are currently as that type of art. Like for someone who draws or
Whoa.
someone who plays an instrument. So not because it was a feeder school when I went, this school would go straight into Nashville School of the Arts. I think some people didn't necessarily have an art per
Mhm.
se. So now it's strictly audition to get in, which is competitive, I feel like.
So competitive, and they're so young. Kids have to do so many competitive
Oh my
things these
gosh.
days.
You're
I
not joking.
I do think people that live outside of Nashville don't fully comprehend that piece of it. That
Mhm.
like, you think of an art school here, and you
Right.
think like, let's just use music as an
Of
example.
course.
Your kid that's auditioning, if you're just like, Amanda who used to sing at church, might also be auditioning against like Faith Hill's kid.
Right. Absolutely.
Their parents might be Faith Hill and Tim McGraw.
Right.
You show up at Belmont to go to music college,
Yeah.
and your roommate is Faith Hill's daughter. Like, I can't imagine how intimidating that would be. But it's like it starts so young here, because I was watching the Olympics and I saw Scott Hamilton on an interview,
Yeah.
and I was like, it's in Nashville, it's really normal to just see Scott Hamilton at the rink. He's so kind and he's around, and like the rest of the world doesn't know that. It's a weird
Right.
place.
No, it
To
is.
grow up here,
Yeah.
especially. Like, I think about my niece and nephew who are growing up here, and I'm like,
Yeah.
it's very different.
I didn't think about that other than just country music as a kid
Yeah.
and quote unquote like the Governor's Club, like where all the mansions
Oh
were.
yeah.
You didn't really know much of anything else. But now I just
Mhm.
feel like everything is enthralled in Nashville. And I'm like,
Mhm.
wait, what? Like, what are you talking about? Because I still think of it sometimes as growing up here.
Yeah.
But then when you hear for example, price of the housing, I'm like, wait, what are you talking about?
Right.
I'm so naive to that because I still think of the prices, not all the time, but like
Yeah.
my parents paid this much for their house.
Yeah.
Where are those houses?
I know.
It's
that It's
crazy.
not the same.
No, it's not.
But it's really amazing that like the level of talent, even for middle school, high school,
Yeah.
it's crazy.
Yeah. Even in the hair industry now, when I started, we had good schools, but they're not even like they were back when I was in hair school. There's an Aveda, there's a Paul Mitchell, there's a Redken. We had good, better, best. So
Yeah.
now people who are moving here from LA, New York, etc., they're highly skilled and
Mhm.
they're coming in and they're working at these salons charging these premium prices and
Mhm.
they can. And I'm
Yeah.
like, wait, people are paying this? Why
Yeah.
can't someone like me charge this?
You can.
Because I do. But sometimes I'm even questioning myself. I'm like, well, I have the education and, the background to do that. They're
Mhm.
coming in and charging it right off the bat. I'm like, it's taken me 20
Mhm.
years to get here.
Yes. I didn't think about it like that.
Yeah.
Because it is a thing.
Yeah.
It's a funny thing too. Like I remember I've moved away a couple of times and moved back a couple of times. And like when I've moved away, I am astonished when I go like I'm almost nervous to get my hair done. Like I'll get a recommendation. Oh,
Of course.
this is a good salon. Da da da. This is a good person. And I see the pricing, and I'm like, well, you can't be good because I'm used to Nashville prices.
Right.
And y'all are really. I will say, I think you guys are reasonably priced. Like there are people in this town who I think are crazy,
Right.
but I think you guys make it really like affordable. You know what I mean? Like it's like I feel like you guys do a good job of
I
keeping it
agree with you. Yeah.
balanced.
We have a really good team. And going back to me purchasing the salon, I purchased the business. So I even took a risk of, hey, I'm purchasing the business, but it's including the stylist. Is this going
Mm,
to be a fit and a match? Like, what is their talent level?
yeah.
Where are they with all of this? So I even took a great risk doing that, but I knew I wanted this to happen. So
Mm-hmm.
I was willing to take that risk just to see how that would be rewarded.
Wow. Well, I think it's worked out.
I do too.
You guys look really cohesive and
Yeah.
it's a happy space.
Yes, I love it so much. I'm very thankful.
It's awesome. Okay, so like oh man. I think you so you finish school, you start doing hair.
So as soon as I finished high school, I went right into hair school 4 months later.
You did. This is always crazy to me that
Yeah.
you're a baby.
Yeah.
And you're like, now I'm
barely 18 years old, going to hair school. You do that for a year. It's 1,500 hours here. And by the time I'm done, I assist for another year. So I want to
okay.
be as confident as I can.
That's really nice. They don't require that.
No.
That was
If
so
I'm not
smart.
mistaken, I don't even think there's required continuing education as a hairstylist after you get a cosmetology license. I could be wrong now, but back when
Yeah.
I started, it was not.
You didn't have to.
So
yeah.
I could graduate on a Friday and start Monday at a salon and hope for the best. I did not want that.
And never educate again.
Right.
That's
Absolutely.
terrifying.
I've made it a real pattern in my career to always take advanced education to
Mhm.
further my career, my abilities. So I would say
Yeah.
probably in the past 20 years, I've spent probably $75,000
On
just
education.
taking programs and learning as much as I can because hair's
Mhm.
always changing.
Yeah.
But also, I take care of a lot of educated people. And I
Mhm.
think this is something that they respond well to because
Mhm.
they're interested in what I'm learning.
Oh,
Likewise with
yeah.
them. Yeah.
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 And I mean, it is important because like we learned, I mean, think about the cap. Going back to like pulling
Right.
through the cap.
Right.
It's like we don't do that anymore for a
No.
reason.
No.
So yeah, like I mean, I guess learning all those new skills, I always value that. Like I love when I see on social media that you guys are doing education,
Yeah,
like you just
absolutely.
did some education. Were you teaching class?
So I'm a Davines educator as of last year. So what that
Something.
means is I can go out and teach classes based on their color and their products and just inform people of like techniques that I've even learned, tips and tricks, which to me in my career, that is invaluable
Yeah.
because sometimes I don't even know if I'm mixing something correctly, which I do, but say you're scared to use something. I'm like, actually,
Yeah.
this is what I do.
Yeah.
This is a recommendation that I have. And I think
Mhm.
that gives people even more confidence who might be in their head in the same situation. Yeah.
1,000%.
Yeah.
You know what I love when I'm in your salon? Something that I have noticed. You guys help each other out a lot.
I love that.
It's so amazing. And
Yeah.
what I think is really cool, and it now makes more sense because you being an educator, it's like you have this openness that
hmm
I have been there when my hair is like Veronica's doing my hair and someone comes up and says, hey, what would you use ... like for the
Right.
color, or how would you do this? And they like kind of help each other out. And
Yes.
even this last time I got my hair done, Veronica, I was like chatting away, shocker. And she's like, hang on a minute. And I was like, okay. And she's like, no, seriously, I'm sorry. But like, do I'm looking it up, but do we use toner on you? And I like to me, the fact that she did that, I was like, I love you.
Yeah.
Because I have been in places where they have that thought in their head, but they just go with it,
Right. Of course.
and it's not good.
Right.
Because what if you're wrong?
What if you're wrong?
So
Yeah.
not only did she like ask me, because I like to learn, I'm a nerd, and I'm like,
Of course.
what do you use on my hair?
Yeah.
You know, like some people don't care, but she knew that I cared. And then the other thing is, she was actively looking it up. She was like, I'm not just going to go on muscle memory here. And that was
Right.
amazing.
Yeah. I write down all my clients' formulas because if I have kind of figured it out,
Yeah.
I want to make sure I replicate that. And I think that
Yes.
gains a lot of trust
Mm-hmm.
because I have worked with hairstylists who just kind of wing it. And I'm like,
Yeah.
your client, that's not going to be the same result. Oh, it's okay. I mean, is it okay for you or okay for the client
not
who's
okay.
paying your bills?
Yeah.
You know?
And there are people who are kind of fine with that. I'm
Yeah.
sure I'm not one of them.
I'm not.
I'm definitely not. I'm really a picky blonde.
Yeah.
Are blondes like more picky in general?
I think yes and no. I will say there is a Southern blonde thing out there.
Yes.
And I feel like Southern blondes are the prettiest blondes, in my opinion. People will
Oh.
disagree with me.
No, I will not. And you know what? There are people going to laugh when you say that, because and I don't mean this as like a knock to other places, but I have come back to Nashville
Right.
instead of going other places
Right.
because I'm like, y'all, there is a difference.
Yeah.
Like Southern blonde is a thing.
Absolutely. Just like
And-
California blonde. It's
Yes, which I
different,
also
but
love.
it's also
Yeah.
a thing. Yeah.
It's a thing.
Yeah.
But having someone that knows how to get that Southern blonde, and so
Right.
if you get it, like
Of course.
Veronica has nailed it.
It's nailed.
Bobbing again. But like I appreciate that she also is like you, like she writes it down.
Right.
She's not gonna like wing it.
No.
And I'm so grateful for that.
Well, and to your point, I feel like the further in my career I've gotten, I like to get other opinions if I have a moment of like, hey, are you seeing the same thing I'm seeing? So we
Yeah.
make sure that it's going the right direction because there are solo salons now where people work for themselves.
Yeah.
And as I've done, someone who has done that before, I like working with other people just to get that hairstylist
Mhm.
camaraderie and like
Mhm.
picking other people's brains. That's not for everyone, but I think it truly helps in our situation.
I do too.
Yeah.
And I would say, like, to me, I've been, Haley, who did my hair before Veronica. Now Haley
Okay.
lives outside of Knoxville, but like after she left Mandy's salon, she went to a place by herself. She liked the quiet of that.
Yes, I agree.
And honestly, she was far enough in her career
Hmm.
that I'm like, yeah, you can do that.
Right.
But what was funny is there was another salon like right across the hall, and they were always back and forth.
Yeah.
So she had the quiet, but
Right.
also you're right. She
Right.
still had that like, hey, what would you do? Or,
Right.
can I borrow Don
Which
Don
I
Don?
love.
Yes.
But I've noticed even comments on social media where people are saying that being in a small space now is almost like therapy, and people are like wanting you to be their therapist in these small spaces because it's private. And I'm like,
Mm.
yeah, that draws a line for me. I like at least a
Me
little bit
too.
of people around me. So I know that if you don't want to talk about it, you're not going to.
Yes.
But some people go there and they don't care if people hear them.
Yeah, like me. I just talk about it
Not
all.
you, but
No, I
like
do,
just
though.
people. Like they'll talk about whatever and they don't care who hears them.
I've
I'm
been
like,
in your salon when I like go out to my car with a bunch of foils in my head, and I'm like, because somebody says they have a headache, and I'm like, wait, I got something for that in the
right,
car.
absolutely.
And I just come in, I just like, I don't know what it is. I just feel like I live there. But I think y'all create that.
yes.
And I like that. It's like a social thing.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's what like the Southern ladies used to do at the beauty shop.
Which I could only imagine what that time was like.
the best, I'm
Right.
sure.
No phones, no nothing. You're
Chatting
getting all
it
the
up.
gossip on a
Mhm.
Friday before you go out.
I'm here for it, Shelby.
Drink your juice.
Drink your juice. I mean, wouldn't it have been like magical?
Uh-huh.
You've kind of got it in a better way though.
Right.
Because it's not like it's just, I don't know, it's not too loud.
No.
It's great. I think it's fantastic.
I mean, it can get busy.
Yeah.
There have been days in there because I was used to working in 3 chairs. When all 7 chairs are full and there's 7 clients and some waiting, I'm like, oh my gosh, what's happening right
It's
now?
a lot of people.
Yes. So sometimes I even have to go to the back and be like, okay, let me go wash something so I can get out of this space.
Yes.
Just
That
to
is a lot of
escape.
energy.
Right. It is. Absolutely.
And a lot of times it's probably a lot of female energy.
I'm the only male, so it is a
Mhm.
lot of female energy plus female clientele.
Yeah.
Because it's like 80-90 with me. And if I'm dealing with women all day, back-to-back hair with
We are a
all
lot.
women in the salon, I'm like, I just want to turn the radio off when I drive home and just have
Uh-huh. You're
silence
like,
and lay on the couch.
Yes.
What happened today?
What happened? You've heard it all.
Literally, and then some.
Oh, do you know my favorite time to be in your salon though? Awards.
Early.
Award.
Really?
Oh, well, also I like the early mornings.
Early by yourself.
Early by myself is fab. I kind of love it. Like this morning, I was like, I'm here with y'all. But no, awards season, y'all have some fun. That's when it's not all girls.
No.
You get some good country stars in there for
Right.
their cute little haircuts.
Right. Yes. And I experienced it this past year when one of our girls, Katie, was taking care of a bunch of singer-songwriters, and the conversations they were having, I was just like,
It's so entertaining.
this is amazing.
It's amazing. I sent a friend of mine, she was visiting, they came for like CMA week, and
Okay.
she was like, we want to get our hair and makeup done. You know, it'd be really fun. We're going to go to the CMA Awards. And I was like, you're going to go see Mandy. It's going to be so fun.
Absolutely.
And I was like, also, it's just a vibe. Like if you're not from here,
Right.
10 out of 10 recommend. If you are here for like CMA Fest, is that what it's called still?
Yes.
Used to be Fan Fest.
Fan Fest. Yes. I was
but-
like, wait, is that it?
Yeah,
Or
it
is
was like,
this?
wait, is it the opposite? I'm like, if you're coming for that, book.
Yeah.
Like, get an appointment. Just get a below. No offense to Dry Bar. I love it. I love Dry Bar.
Yeah.
But like, it's not the same
Yeah.
because like, it's really fun to be there a couple of days before the awards on
course.
awards day when like people are coming in for their haircuts and like,
Yeah.
it's fun.
It's crazy.
And the conversations are
Yeah,
great.
absolutely. So I always thought that this would be a fun idea back to FanFest was or fanfare.
Yeah. What was it called?
Fanfare. And then I think it's like the CMA Fest
Mhm.
now.
Yeah.
I thought it would be fun to put on a mullet wig and just walk around Broadway and just pretend like I was a tourist, just to, like mess with people. Like incognito.
We don't need to even wait for CMA Fest for that. In fact, let's do it.
Let's go buy mullet wigs that are
I'll do
atrocious.
I'll do a like Schitt's Creek.
Let's do it. Pull through a cap,
Yes.
yellow highlights.
Oh, I'll be a Jocelyn. I'm here for it.
That hair.
I got some denim
Oh
cutoffs
my god.
right now that we can go.
I will wear denim with
You're gonna wear some
cutoffs.
jorts.
I love it. We can go to Cumberland River afterwards.
Yes. Well, maybe not.
No, there's no telling what's there.
Mm-mm. Okay, I want to switch topics for a minute
Okay.
because you said you're the oldest.
Oldest, yes.
Of how many kids?
So I was born the oldest of 3. So it was me, my brother Ryan, and my brother Dylan.
All boys.
Yes,
Okay.
my poor mother.
Oh my gosh.
Right. We used to go through a gallon of milk a day.
Oh, I bet. At
And-
least.
Yeah, my dad was a milkman, by the way.
Shut up.
Yeah, and then he changed careers and went a different route. But I mean, we would always have milk in the refrigerator.
That is the cutest, most southern thing.
It's so southern.
It's so southern.
Yeah.
And so, how far apart in age are y'all?
So me and my brother Ryan were 2 years apart, like 18 or 19 months, and then me and my brother Dylan are 7 years apart.
7 years.
Yeah, so he was like the only child.
Yeah, that's
And
a very different
Yeah,
vibe.
that's very much enough to have an annoying sibling when you're younger. Like
7 years is tricky.
right, like hi, we're teenagers. Like go do your own thing. We want
Yes.
to like play video games, and you're not allowed.
For sure.
Right.
Okay, you said something that like kind of made my heart made me stop a little bit because you said was.
So when I was 24 in 2009, I don't talk about this often, so this may be slow for me, but my brother was killed tragically. And
And
he
you were
was
24?
yeah, he was 22 and I was 24. And funny story, I had just gotten braces. So, yeah. I don't know why that's funny, but I had to present a eulogy and I was like, "Oh my gosh.
With your brace.
What is wrong with me?" Like perfect timing. And also I had to get my brackets fixed that same weekend because I had a loose bracket. I was like, what is going on with
What
my
is
life
going
right
on?
now?
And it's weird that that's
Yeah.
like the memory that you have attached
Yeah.
to that.
Well, I remember that whole week vividly, still
Yeah.
to this day. It's
And
awful.
can I ask what happened?
Yeah, I mean, I will say my brother was murdered tragically, so it's awful. Yeah.
Did you know that my dad was murdered?
Wait, what?
Yeah, when I was 23.
Wait, this is so eerie. I did not
I know.
that
Like
at
I
all.
feel like everything just slowed down in this room.
So you were 23.
I was 23.
I was
and you
24.
were
He was
24.
22. Okay, I did
And what year was that?
2009. Yeah, the worst year of my life because I also got
Yeah.
a DUI that year. I was like
Before or after?
before, like months before. Did not tell my mom until months later, but I was like, could this year just end?
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Yeah.
it's one of those years, and I hope I never experience that again. I don't wish that on anyone at
No,
all.
no. And was it someone that that Ryan knew?
So
Don't
y-
answer anything that I'm asking that's
no,
too
no,
personal,
no,
but I am
no.
like,
I
wow,
won't
this
get into
is.
detail, but it was someone that they were acquaintances of,
Mm-hmm,
just like
mm-hmm.
they knew of them, and it was kind of just a random situation. It really was. But they are dealt with.
They
It's
are.
yes. But
Thank God.
on the back end of that, someone who is in my industry, I can freely talk about that vulnerably with my clients one on one. It's not
Mm-hmm,
something I speak of very often because it's just something I hold on to.
mm-hmm,
I will talk about it if someone asks, but I don't bring it up.
mm-hmm.
But I think more than anything, I've learned to heal from this just to be in a better place. But it's something my mom struggles with. And that's, I think, the hardest thing for me to like wrap my head around because
Yeah.
that could have been to her, that's her only son at this point. Even
Yeah.
though she has two that are living, that's something she still holds on to. And
Yeah.
and that's what I really hate the most about the whole situation. Yeah.
Because it never ends.
No.
And for her, it's like, I can't even imagine. And I also am thinking about like you were now, I don't know how you do your job at that, like that age,
Yeah.
but you're in a job where you're like, as we've already said, you're half therapist,
Hmm.
but at the time you need a therapist.
Right.
But you're having to go, like, did you just go back to work? How do you do that?
So interestingly enough, I had actually quit my job and went to another salon the week before. So I was starting a new job the same week that this happened
Mm-mm.
randomly. And it's crazy that I'm getting flashbacks of this whole week. And what happened is that your life immediately changes and you are a
Mm-hmm.
different person. But also, I'm the kind of person who needs to go back to work, so I'm distracted so I
Mm-hmm.
can understand things, but also have something that it's not driving me into that.
Yeah.
So I did go back to work 3 or 4 days later just for 1 day, but that's something that is inevitable in our career because people are gonna find out
Mm.
and they're gonna ask you questions and they're gonna talk about it. So I think I was also forced in that situation, and I think it's made people uncomfortable because I don't mind talking about it, but are they gonna react to a certain way because of what's happened in my life? And I've had that
Yeah.
happen, but I've also created these relationships based on vulnerability of, oh my gosh, I've gone through a divorce. Oh my God, so and so died or they were murdered. And you really understand people more.
You do.
And it made my brain switch from like, I'm no longer this young person of a 24-year-old. I am now an adult forced to have these adult conversations because of something that just happened in my life.
Yeah, you have to grow up so fast.
I-
Like overnight, immediately,
Yeah.
in a moment.
Yeah.
And I think you said something that I was like, gosh, I have said this to people. I talked about it with Mayor Megan Barry actually, that like there's this weirdness around saying they were murdered.
Yeah.
And you're like, I don't know how to say that.
Right.
And because you know that you don't know what other people, they don't know what to do.
Because they're going to ask what happened.
Yes.
Unless you just say, oh, they died of like an illness or something.
Yes.
People are going to just ask out of curiosity.
Yes.
Hey, do you mind sharing what happened? And I don't mind, but I'm sure some people are like, no, I don't talk about that. They may
Yeah.
be more closed off. I'm not, but I can't control their reaction to what I'm
No.
presenting them.
But this helps me understand you so much. Like I'm like, okay, now I really understand. You're such a people person. Were
Mhm.
you always a people person?
I think so. Like I've always had a personality, if you will. Like I've
Yeah.
never been like afraid to speak to people. I think I've kind of been cautious when I was younger to have someone's reaction because I've always known I'm
Mhm.
gay. I know
Mhm.
that some people may find that weird, but I did at an early age. So I didn't want people to freak out talking to me,
Mhm.
but I didn't mind speaking to them. And the older I've gotten, I just have conversations just based on curiosity.
I love that.
Yeah.
I think if people were more curious
Hmm.
in a kind way.
Right. Absolutely.
Like I'm not talking like, okay, Karen gossip. Like,
No,
no.
it's not the same.
This is not the same. This is unkind.
Right.
I'm talking like I think if we can all help each other learn about things that we're not familiar with, things we don't know about. Like you said, like at a young age in middle school, you had all these different cultures and like languages and stuff. And I'm sure that really helped you to understand like it's okay to be curious because
Right,
you guys were learning
absolutely.
about each other.
Right.
And you said you were how old were you when you like told people that you were gay?
So this is a funny story.
You're like,
I
okay.
was 16, about to turn 17 in high school. So going into my senior year, I had planned a trip with a girlfriend of mine whose grandmother lived in Miami.
Okay.
So it was like a Miami trip before we're seniors.
Yes.
And it was a fantastic time. But also, I was like, you know what? I want to write my parents a letter before I go on this trip.
Oh.
So, I
Mm.
left a note on my bed,
No, you did not.
shut the door, got on the plane, and prayed for the best. And I was bound to have a good time. I was like, I'm
You were
not
like,
worried
I'm
about
out.
it.
And you were
Out of sight,
17?
out of mind. Yes. I didn't want to go into my senior year at an art
Mm-hmm.
school, just like not my full self.
Mm-hmm. I love that. Did you tell your friends before you
I
told?
did tell several people before, but I didn't want
Yeah.
that to get back to my
Right.
parents. And it would be selfish of me to not have them
Mm-hmm.
know, and other people would. So I told my best friends, but that was about it.
Were you worried that your parents would like not accept this?
So, yes and no, but I think because I knew that I had two younger brothers who were very into sports, very bro, very
Mm-hmm. Very
boy.
bro.
I mean, I'm sure they had ideas because I'm
Yeah.
going to an art school, but my
Yeah.
dad's brother is gay and so is my cousin. So sometimes runs in the family.
Yeah.
So I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna do this. I want to be authentic. I knew I wanted to go to cosmetology school.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't want to do all that being someone that I wasn't.
Yeah. And so I don't like, did they call you and say,
Um,
what is this letter? Or did they like congratulate you when you got home? Like,
no,
what
there was a phone
happened?
call, and I was in Miami, like I said, having fun, and they were like, "So we got your letter." I'm like, "Okay,
And you're like, thanks.
any
Bye.
questions?" And of course, I loved language when I was growing up, so I wrote all these big words in there,
Like, how many pages was this letter?
like 4.
Oh my gosh. I'm dying. I want to know what it was. What
It
did
wasn't just like
say?
I'm gay. It was like, "Hi." I've just been
Yes.
thinking. I think my mom
Thinking of
still
you.
has it. I'm sure it's like locked
Best
in her
regards.
safe. I should
You
bring
need to
that
ask
back
her.
out.
Would you
No,
ask her if she
would
has
go
it?
through. She would probably. It would probably put her through it.
We don't need to do that.
No, please
No.
don't.
No. Oh my gosh. So they were like, we got your letter.
Mhm.
And you were like,
And I was like,
okay.
okay, I'll be home on whenever, because I was like, I'm having a good time.
Yeah.
So when I did get home, of course, it was like a few weeks before school started, and I was like, okay, well, and any questions or anything? And then I think my mom started processing like, oh my God, this your life, and like I should have known details because
Yeah.
this is so silly, but when I was younger, my parents put me and my brother in modeling. And
Adorable.
yeah, I used to be a different person.
Did Ryan look like you?
No, we
Okay.
were completely opposite. He had blonde hair, blue eyes like you, and
No
I
way.
have brown hair, brown eyes. I have gray hair now, but different.
You have fab hair.
Thank you. But I won a competition when I was 18 months old, and the statue was
So
as
cute.
big as I was.
This is so cute.
But I was like, there were clues, okay? Like it
Mhm.
wasn't just like overnight. Like
And I know, yeah. Here's what I would like to say about that. Why? First of all, it's just so annoying to me. Like, why do people even care? I could not care less. Like,
exactly.
you know, I that's a whole again a different topic. But I have decided that this year, I try real hard to keep this as like a non-political show because we have enough of that in the world.
Yeah.
And I'm
yeah.
like a happy, safe space for people
Right,
to tell all their
absolutely.
stories of all kinds.
Right.
But occasionally I get a little bit rage, a little outrage happens because I'm like, what is wrong with people?
Right.
And it sucks that like when you're like, there were clues or whatever, but nobody knows what to do with it. Half the reason that nobody knows what to do is because people don't talk.
Right.
Like to your point about being curious, it's
Right.
like if we would just be like more curious, like,
Right.
well, when did you know that you liked boys and not girls? Like, how old were you?
I mean, I knew I was very different when I used to hang out with boys of my age, like in the first, second grade. I was like, is it weird that I think this guy's cute?
Yeah,
Like,
and you
but I
did
also
think like, is it
knew,
weird?
yeah, I
Yeah.
did. But I also knew that I also had girlfriends and girls that were my friends and guys that were my friends. But I don't think that I thought the same way of girls as I did with guys. I was like,
Mm-hmm.
this is weird, but I'm just gonna go with it and like pretend like it's nothing. And then, in middle school when you're awkward and
Yeah.
your voice hasn't changed and boys pick on you, it's like,
Ugh.
oh gosh, this is how do you hide this? So
Mm,
high school was easy because I went to school with like-minded people and nobody
yes.
cared
I'm so
at that
grateful you
point.
had
Me
that.
too. Thank you. It was a
That's
blessing, to be
amazing.
honest with
I
you.
I really wish everyone could have a space like that.
Yeah. I think it helped me. I don't know what would have
Yeah.
happened had I gone to the school I was zoned for. It would have
Mm,
been just like middle school, but worse. I
mhm.
have a feeling. Yeah.
And there are kids who have to do that today.
There are, and I was thinking about this on the way over here. I do feel like social media can help because
Mhm.
it's more open. Back when we were in school, you heard about it, or maybe it was on MTV, but you were like, oh, I don't want to step on those toes. Like, I don't want to talk about
Yeah.
it. What if somebody like mentions something? But now I do feel like it's more talked about, at
Yeah.
least out in the open, which is
I
nice.
do think that's true. Cause it's funny, like I was, oh my gosh, I want to say I was like 13 or 14, at the oldest 15 years old, when I wanted to sing duets.
Yeah.
My school was tiny. Like I graduated with like 80 people or something like this.
Oh, wow.
And we didn't have choir, we didn't have theater, but I lived close enough to the University of Arkansas. My parents worked at the University of Arkansas, and there was a singing competition, and I'd won it the year before as a solo person. So I couldn't
Okay.
do that again. And so I was like, I'm gonna sing a duet. I don't have like none of these farm boys are gonna sing with me. Let's be real. None of them later in life, some of them picked up a guitar, but like none of them were gonna sing
Right.
show tunes with me.
No.
And so my mom somehow like asked somebody in the theater program if there would be like a guy that would sing with me. Anyway, Jeremy became my singing partner, and his partner would come to our rehearsals and like help us with choreography. And I we never like had a conversation. Like there was no conversation about like so no, Jeremy's gay and this
Right.
is like I just knew he was.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I think I'm so lucky that I grew up in an environment where that was normal. But like
Right.
nobody cared.
Right.
And so like my parents weren't like, well, he can't be your partner. No,
Right.
they were like, he's amazing. And he
Right.
was, we won.
Yeah.
And then we went
Yeah,
to
you
Little Rock and
did.
we like went to the state contest and Jeremy's
Yeah, you
amazing.
did.
I wonder where
Thanks,
he is
Jeremy.
now. I wonder where he is. Yes. He was so talented and so
Yeah.
cute. But I just think that was like really cool
Yeah.
that my parents didn't, there was no judgment, no cares about it.
Right.
Also, no conversations that I
No.
remember. They might remember that differently, but I don't remember a conversation about it. It just was like, okay, so Amy said Jeremy's really good. Great, let's get Jeremy.
Right. Yeah.
You
Not
know?
Jeremy's gay.
No, it was
Right.
Jeremy's a really
Right.
talented. Oh, he was too. So
Right.
good. So I think you're right. Like with social media, I do feel like people like in a town like mine that might not be exposed to that, like I was, maybe get that support.
Right.
Because at least you've got your internet friends and you've got
Of
people that are
course.
saying, hey, like this is totally fine.
Right. When before Nashville was the Nashville it is today, I would say it was a small town.
Yeah, for
Just
sure.
because it wasn't the big city like we know it. I do consider Nashville a big small town because it's to me a little bitty city,
Yeah.
not like New York or LA. But I still had to be cautious, and I even in my 20s was still cautious. Like, hey, I don't want to I don't want to freak anyone out. I would
Mhm.
never do that. That's not my mentality. But I have had friends who are also gay, and they want to like test people, and I'm like, don't do that. That's not even funny.
Mhm.
Like, you don't know this guy, first of all. Second
Right.
of all, this could be awful.
Yeah.
Don't freak someone out. Just make them
Yeah.
comfortable, like easygoing. I never want someone to experience that
Yeah.
anytime that I'm around them.
No, but I also can empathize with your friends that have had those moments because somebody made them feel uncomfortable.
Right,
And so they're
absolutely.
like, I'm gonna have a moment.
Right.
And I can kind of understand.
Right. Yeah.
So there's no judgment on that. Even though let's maybe not do it.
Right.
But
Let's
like,
not do it.
it's like let's not do it, but also I can see why you get there.
Yeah.
It's kind of like I say that you choose happy every day, right? Like I get to
Yes.
choose happiness.
Of course.
Just as you and I with our experiences with like with losing your brother and with me losing my dad in such a traumatic way, we could have also chosen like a life of anger and bitterness.
I agree with
And
you.
it is a choice.
Yeah.
In the moments, I don't think it feels like a choice when you're really like you are depressed and you are like tragically hurt in a way that you can't explain. But I see it in you that like when you talk to people and you would just make people shine and like it's just like a joy to be around you.
Thank
I
you.
love being around you. You just like light the whole place up. And I think that like somewhere along the lines you were probably always that way, but I think you chose it. I think
Yeah.
that you were like, and that like to me is like the best way to have someone's memory live forever, because you're like honoring Ryan every time you make someone happy.
Yeah. And I think it goes hand in hand with the hair industry. You never know what somebody's going through. They may
Mm-mm.
not talk about something, but I at least want them to feel good for 2 hours, whether it's talking about just the silliest thing, making someone laugh, or just escaping from their reality.
Yeah.
Because you and I both know what it's like to have trauma and tragedy. So
Mhm.
we don't want to like replicate that, which I
Yes.
don't
Yeah.
ever. I don't even like, talking about negative things, but if you can escape for that little bit of time and make someone feel good,
Mhm.
I think that that is the biggest compliment you can give somebody.
It is. It makes me so happy, Eric, because you're right. Like, I think getting my hair done is like, I mean, I've always loved hair,
Yeah.
but
Yeah, you have.
like when my hair is not done.
Oh,
Okay, you've
100.
seen some of the stories I put on there when
Oh,
I was like, oh my
100.
gosh, these roots are so bad. I'm not even doing my makeup.
Mhm.
We're not even trying today in life.
Yeah,
And I think that's real.
it
So
is.
like I want people to take away from this as we like close this up. And you're going to give me life advice in a minute. But I really want people to take away that, okay, getting your hair done is not frivolous. It is self-care.
It is.
It's absolute self-care. To me, it's a form of therapy.
Mhm.
And it's not for everybody. Like, not everybody wants to get their hair colored or whatever, right? I'm so on board for the people who want to live their natural lives.
Right.
You'll never know my natural hair color. I mean, you might, but nobody else will. It's some
I'll never
version of blonde.
tell.
Yeah. And I'm like, no, we don't need to see that.
Right.
Not now, not at 85.
No.
Negative. Not doing it.
Right.
I'm cool with people who want to go that route. But also, like, go get a blowout. Go
Absolutely.
get your nails done. Do something that is like, you feel like it's a little bit luxurious
Mhm.
for a reason, because
Yeah.
it makes you feel good.
Absolutely. And I'm always one to, the older I get, I pamper people. So when I'm out of town, just like your Four
Yes.
Seasons story,
Yes.
I like to go get pampered because I'm like, I just want
Mhm.
to pamper myself.
It's the best
I
because
don't
you do it
want
for
to
other people all the
talk.
time.
I want to get a massage or whatever. But I'm like, it's nice to do that. You feel better, in my opinion.
100%.
Yeah.
Four Seasons St. Louis is opening a new spa. It's gonna be epic.
I didn't even know they had a Four Seasons.
Oh, it's really actually very nice, and you can see the arch,
Oh, I love
and
that.
it's like
Okay.
right with the baseball. It's so
Oh,
cute. Everything's so cute
fun.
there.
Yeah.
So, here's what I propose. I propose that I call the Four Seasons St. Louis and say we need a self-care vibe.
Yeah.
We go to the new spa, and you can come, and
Let's
we'll
do
have a little
it.
self-care like weekend.
Also, I was thinking of Little Rock when you said Arkansas. It makes sense that St. Louis has that.
Oh yeah, actually that's right. I mean, I kind of see how you can get confused.
Yes, just a little.
A little bit, yes. But
Not
yeah,
the
it's a
same.
cute, like from the Zen area. I mean,
Yeah.
they're redoing it, so I don't know now, but you can see the arch and it's cute.
Yeah.
It's a
Yeah.
vibe.
I love that.
Okay. I bet you could give me life advice all day because, boy, you have done hair a long time
Yes.
and like you've heard some things and you've lived some things.
Yes.
So
Yes.
let's keep it to 3 words or less ish. Because ish. It's like short, sweet, memorable. What is your best life advice in 3 words or less?
So I was kind of thinking this on the way over. I have 2. I don't know which one's better.
Give us both.
Okay. So laugh at yourself,
Oh my gosh, yes.
because I find that when I'm just thinking about the craziest thing, I'm like, what did I even do? Like, how did I survive that? Or what in the world was I thinking? And I'll just
Mhm.
randomly laugh at myself.
Mhm.
But I think it's nice. Laughter is a really good medicine. I promise you. It's just fun to laugh. Even sometimes with your friends, just
Yes.
laugh until you cry.
For real.
And then you may appreciate this, but I thought of this too. It's how do I phrase this? Travel by yourself.
Oh,
Because
really good.
yeah, I've gone to Italy several times for programs for cosmetology, and you learn more about yourself when you're alone.
Mm,
You really do.
it's really true.
Yeah.
That's a really good one.
Yeah.
I mean, I love both of those. So
Yeah.
laugh at yourself, travel by yourself.
Yeah.
These are like really good.
Well, you only gave me three words.
I know it's hard.
It is, but I
It's
had to
actually
think about
hard.
it. Yeah.
Yeah. But I think it's fun because it's like, it's memorable. You can remember it. And like, you couldn't believe how many times people message and they're like, okay, that life advice actually showed up for me.
Yeah.
Where I was like
I love
reminded,
that.
that it was important.
Yeah.
So, and that was half the goal of this show is like, we're sharing stories that hopefully help someone else
I hope so.
have a better day
Yeah.
and like enjoy life and like make good decisions and try new things and get out in the
Yes.
world.
Yeah.
Wear their matching Gucci loafers.
Yes.
Cheers to us.
Cheers to these Gucci loafers.
I know. For anyone that's like listening, we're rocking our cute little Gucci loafers. We'll probably put a picture of this on social. And it's just been so fun. I thank you so much for doing this.
Thank
First
you.
of all, for being super brave.
Thank you. I think I was ready for it at this era.
It was meant to be. Like when I
Yeah.
asked you, I felt something. I was like, I think we should do this.
Thank you for that.
I'm excited. And
Me
thank you for saying
too.
yes, because honestly,
Yes.
that's scary.
It
So
is.
thank
And
you for
you have to
doing
put
it.
yourself out there. And
Yeah.
sometimes we're scared, but you know what? You never know what happens if you don't know what happens.
No, you don't. Okay, so if y'all want more of Eric's vibes, you're gonna follow him on social media. You're so funny. You are
I don't even mean
so
to be. It's
funny.
just like
That's
what
what's
comes
the
to my
best.
head. It's
Oh, I laugh
laughing
so
at
hard.
myself.
I laugh so hard at you every day. It's the best. You're laughing at yourself, and we're laughing with you.
Yes.
What's your Instagram?
It's just my name, Eric Marshall Wright.
At Eric Marshall Wright. Y'all, laughter is the best medicine, and
It
you're gonna
really
get it.
is.
You're just amazing. Like it just brings me joy. So they're gonna follow you,
I hope
and
so.
then y'all, if you live in Nashville, I just gotta say the best salon out there is Eric Marshall Salon. It's everything. If you want a bob, go see my girl Veronica or anyone else.
Veronica,
Everyone in there is fabulous.
Yeah.
I love
Yeah.
everybody. And if you're not in town, then come and visit and like book an appointment.
Yeah. Get
Why
a
not?
blowout.
Get a blowout.
And
Get
a
some glam.
treatment. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Absolutely.
fun.
Why not?
I know.
Davines.
Davines is really, I'm so excited you brought me Nunu. Thank you for that.
You'll
I
get
can
in a
smell it right
minute.
now.
Yes, you will.
Okay. I love you. Thank
I
you for
love
being
Thank you.
here.
This has been great.
So fun.
So much fun.
Okay. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Sometimes a girl's gotta find her way.